Hello. This is Aaron reporting from Disco Saloon. This week, we've kind of been away for a little bit. So basically it's been a bit of a fucking wild one. We've still got uncertainty. We've got shit needing done in the house, so we're kind of just going to do audio only this time. So sorry for the YouTube viewers that like watching my man boobs floating or anything like that. Don't know the sock guys, the guys that like the socks.
Oh, I shout socks.
Freeze have got black socks on as well,
just
man.
so that you know.
Yous would love it so much.
He's red in one white with some blue, some athletic looking socks.
Nice.
Some dickies.
Nice.
Lot on it.
Nice. Dickies. So pretty much we're sitting, I'm currently on the floor with my legs crossed throughout the portion of this episode or the duration. I might end up lying out like a fucking bald eagle. But anyway, I'm joined with, to my left, which obviously you can't see shit, so is Bradley, as per. You want to say a hello?
Hello.
Just so we can mark the voices without it.
Yeah.
We've got a J to his right, I suppose.
Hello.
Yep. Hello, and we've got a Callum McKeff. We are graciously invited to his environment today. So I don't really know what we're going to talk about because we just kind of flung this together. So this is going to be quite an interesting one. We don't really know. We've just been waxing about fucking the injustices in the world before we came on, but I think they might be a wee bit too fucking close to home, to be honest.
We're so good at that.
Aye, we're amazing at it. I think it might just be a wee bit too non-podcast fucking material potentially. Try and keep it breezy.
Aye, let's try and have a good time.
Let's try and bring the vibes. So
Try keep a barrel at my mouth.
if somebody wants to just fucking say something, do you know, that way.
I think it'll be kind of cool, this new this potential temporary setup, because the two of you are on the fucking floor.
I kind of wish I took the couch seat.
Because there's no camera, I think it's going to be like a total different vibe on this one.
It definitely will be. I think it could be a lot more conversational, just fucking bounce.
Aye, or it could be worse because we're sitting here without the thing and we're just looking at each other and you're like, who wants to go first?
Aye, because there's no camera to default look at. Like,
it's kind of weird.
it's kind of weird.
We're kind of set up as if we've got a Ouija board right in the middle.
Aye.
There's no positions.
This is fucking white guys doing a podcast.
This is the false
Hopefully,
end.
we probably should aim for the next episode to be on YouTube just since folk day choke, but obviously that's when we're just like, right, fuck it, man.
We just needed to get one out there for the folks, so
I've got a question.
Right,
so,
aye, good.
So there's two types of farts, right? And the first one is say a stomach fart, right?
Oh, aye.
Right. So like, say a stomach and then it goes away after you fart, right? But it's not a long one, right? Or say a stomach but awful long and loud. What's your favourite?
I like the satisfaction, the gratification you get for like a deep rooted fart.
Aye. Like see after a KFC, man, a gravy fart.
See when you can it's stinking.
Aye.
See when you can it's stinking.
Like you're getting under the covers to get a second whiff. Aye. Don't act like you don't sniff your own ass.
I mean, no.
Because we are Dave.
I'm all laughing and I would like to sit here and pretend. In fact, tell you that I'm not actually like a fart scientist, but I'm gonna say that I think there might be more than two farts. I know you go all scientific when you almost certain
I was
there
giving
might
you two
be.
choices of farts that you would enjoy experiencing.
What's your third
say a
and fourth
stomach fart or really big, loud, long,
there's farts where
obnoxious
you
fart.
don't care they're happening. It's just gas leaking for your ass.
Aye,
Because you fart like so many hundred times a day or whatever, and you only notice probably 20 maybe 20. Fuck.
I literally, it's one of the ones, but because like 95% of the time, if I feel I need to fart, I will go to the toilet and sit in the pan.
You fuck this podcast, man. You couldn't have not heard it for 3 weeks and they're like, oh man, I can't wait to get back to that fucking podcast, man. It's still after 2 minutes in, man. I lift up my leg all the time, I fart, man. It's too good. Oh, don't even get me started, man. I'm fucked. I need to Well, actually, I've been trying to eat better, but I do need to continue that because I'm telling you, I've got stomach cancer if I don't. Honestly, it's terrible.
My diet's terrible.
It's
Aye.
like my farts will actually like they either smell like he needs to go to the doctors or they sound like Chewbacca, man.
I've got a funny side thing. I read a post about, it was a lassie saying about her boyfriend, and it could have been AI. Half I read it's fucking AI post now. But anyway, it was basically she was saying that she had started asking her boyfriend to like go into the hall when he farts, which is like funny because we used to get sent to the hall to fart when we were young.
That Graham used to be like, you don't go to get into the hole, man.
You get into the hall, and
See,
then
you'd fart me in the living room.
and sometimes if you did fart, you then get sent to the hall if there was got to be a follow up, right? But anyway, this lassie was saying
the crop dust in the hole.
she was like, sometimes like he's farting and like it's like the smell linger for like 15, 30, sometimes even hours. The smell will be in there. Hours.
That's impressive.
And cunts were like, no, if it lasts for hours, it needs to go to a doctor.
Aye.
Like if it's lingering there for an hour, or cunts were like, no, he's no farted then, he shat himself. And I was like, do you know what, probably.
Aye, that's one reason I was like, because I noticed that if I eat a wee bit better, it's less. I can when my stomach's there and I've been eating hundreds of shit and I'm farting in the room, stinks for like fucking whatever.
Oh, there's
It's
definitely a
filling.
healthy fart, like a veggie fart.
Do you know what's funny about this? This is like harkening back to
Like OG.
this is like our first episode where I said I hadn't washed.
Because we were talking about Elsie's then.
We love talking about us.
Was it? No, it was 2 episodes ago that we were like, "Fuck, man, that was like season 1, episode 1." Like 2 episodes ago, we started. We were like,
Was it the season? It was the season finale, was it no?
"Oh, was it?"
Because there's been gaps and all that, it just feels a bit fucking. But like, we're not in a rhythm or flow.
This is like Black Mirror now, man. It's just like an anthology,
Don't
man.
bring that up again. That was last episode, man.
Here all day.
We're running out of ideas here.
It is actual, but like, see when we do it, I do think it is better. Like you think about the editing and whatever fucking and actual recording the fucking thing, and you think to yourself, it seems like a bit of a hassle. But I do think after you've done it, you're like noticeably like, I recorded a podcast today.
It's
And
like you've done something, even just showing up and doing it is fucking
and
better.
you think you're like that way when you kind of think you don't need it, but then we don't need it, but like you think, oh, we've not done that podcast. Like say we went like 2 months, it'd be like, I don't really, fucking man, it doesn't feel like I need it. But then I think you would notice the difference of doing it, that kind of thing.
No, definitely, because it's like a hobby. It's like, see if you just gave up a hobby kind of thing in the middle of it. And it's like a kind of creation type thing. So I also just fucking seen The Boys.
Aye.
Like
I definitely feel a lot better after I see these. I think it's like a discipline thing as well. Me and Jay were talking the other day there. Well,
Let's not get it started.
well, when me and Jay talk about saying we're talking, we saying 9-minute voice notes to each other. And Aaron and McKeff can't be fucked listening to them.
I think I was in a pub when I came home and I was like, oh my fucking god.
Aye.
To be fair, I will openly admit,
It's like a feature
you
film.
probably don't need to listen to their 2 voice notes because they're mere just replying to one.
True. Aye.
That's why I listen to yours, but no, Brad. It's
that's
just
fine.
purely so that I got like the gist, the 27-minute gist.
Anyway, basically what we're saying is
The radio show. Just
Can that be a dish? Didn't have half an hour in my day to spend listening to voice notes?
I probably as well. You can't be like they're not really driving about things, but basically, but I think that is one thing that's good about the podcast because I'm not going to lie, and you might not like me saying this, but all 4 of us are kind of fucked.
Aye, definitely.
So
aye, we're all
Aye, like, I'm not disagreeing with that.
we're all at Elbas, I think.
aye,
Just weird. Do you know what I mean, Elbas?
I guess.
What's an Elba? Do you know what I mean?
Idris.
Somebody can Idris.
We are all weird, but like that. And Ken, it's funny. See, when I was listening to your voice notes, I was like, "Fuck's sake, Jason crisis," and then like as I was listening to it, I was like, oh, "Fuck, I'm in crisis or not." But I hadn't really clicked on that I was.
were you like Jake Gyllenhaal, man, and fucking Nightcrawler, and you're like get the phone at the sink in the bathroom, man, and then you're like locked up, and you're like, ah!
I don't know, because it was as I was listening to it, and then I was like, fuck, man, like, it's
Make the crisis station.
it's like, fuck, aye, and then it obviously had my brain spin, and I was like, fuck, man, I've got problems, man.
We basically, for folk listening, we've got a group chat for the podcast, and basically the voice notes in it are, if you see 9-minute voice notes, they're either the cunt's losing his mind and he's about to fall off the earth, or the cunt's just watched a YouTube video that changed his life about fucking dinosaurs or something. Like, so if you see that 5-minute thing come up, it's either like, no, that cunt actually might need somebody to talk to, or it's like, oh, he's just want to fucking rant and rave because nobody else will listen to him. I'm telling you.
No,
That's
I agree.
this is why this is good. Because see, at work, with girlfriends, ma's, dads, families, whatever, they're not really want to listen to me for an hour and a half talk shite.
No.
Which fair enough. It's their time. They can do what they want. But at least after I do this podcast, for the rest of the week, I find myself, I don't know, I feel like I don't need to talk as much because I'm like, I've got a wee bit of it out.
Aye, it's like you get all your socialisation, like proper socialisation, if you even call this socialisation, done in like an hour and a half or 2 hours.
You definitely got a good whack at it. Like, I come away from it, I was being like, right, I feel a bit better. That's what I said to Shan earlier, because I still feel fucking weird today for fucking just breaking down last night, and then I was like, do I do the podcast? Fuck no. Like, will I enjoy it? Probably. Like I will feel so much better once I came.
It's the creative mental gym, man. That's what it is. Like that. Me and Jay were talking about it. The mental gym. Like we need to do something. Do you know what I mean? And the podcast is kind of like
stanza curls.
Stanza curls. Go and speak bars. Easy bars.
But anyway, I guess we should actually preface this by saying, I know that we're determined to try and get back to fucking doing this podcast.
Aye, we're committed to, like, we want to do it. Like, we know it benefits us and we enjoy it. And I mean, there is like a small subset audience that actually does pay attention to it and enjoy it, that we know are actual no bots and like fucking just sock fetishes.
Aye, because I looked at the YouTube and it was like 100 and something concurrent. Like
to come back.
It's alright.
We will need to post this one to YouTube and just do audio just with the disco fucking thing.
I'll do it. Fuck it, I'll fucking do it.
I'll fucking
don't give a fuck, man. I'll do it.
This is what it takes.
At least it'll not be a pure hard fucking process.
No,
I think the podcast is just performative art, because then we will finish it and we'll probably just be like, right, that's it, finished now, and then that is our art piece on YouTube.
Because it's half finished now. Like, that's like,
and
it's
then when
well
one
over
is
half.
like, then when one is actually does something with their life, like we can file all this in the documentary about how we got there.
It would be a funny piece to have in the background of like my fuck knows what I'm ever going to win, man. But like, do you know what I mean? See if
The Pulitzer Prize.
No, it'll be a true crime doc when I fucking knock somebody fucking out. Enough
The
said.
toothbrush from the bathroom was gone.
Or it could be the Iron
So was he.
Brew sponsored TikToker of the Year award.
Aye, potentially. I don't even know. Should have been in that fucking advert.
I've not saw that advert yet.
I watched the full length thing. I'd only seen like the shortened version, but I saw the full length and it was all the stuff that I'd done.
Was it the thing they were talking
Milk
about?
and Nessie.
The Nessie one.
Aye, that's what it was.
I suppose I can say that.
I knew that it's you can talk about it.
Because they said not to mention it beforehand, but aye, so like I done like I sent a fucking a reel, is that what it's called?
An edition tape.
Aye, for the Nessie Nectar fucking Iron Brew advert, but the guy that got to do it fits the bill so much better than I would, because he's
Did he look like firmer?
and he sounds like one.
Was he
and all.
good?
I think he would have worked for something different. It's just
Aye.
that it was like, I can kind
They'll
of.
maybe come back.
I know they said they thought it was funny, so like
Maybe
they
they'll
would be in
milk
touch.
a fucking.
I'm happy they'll know milk in it.
If they want a wee guy that looks like Master Splinter, like this fucking
What's the fuck the kelpies? Maybe if they've got a kind milk a kelpie, they'll be like, aye, get me to them minute it.
They'll defo, because if they
What comes out of kelpie, man? Fuck.
I think they cunts work with all sorts of folk, so I think I could cook something else.
I might do that Iron Brew advert when they're like, your mum was a fanny and your gran was a fanny. That's a staple Iron Brew advert.
I mean, don't.
I can't believe you got the Master Splinter. That's the best thing ever.
I'm not thinking of how you can pitch the Iron Brew how it includes like Master Splinter's a rat. Some people just called him a rat. Right, you get what I meant, maybe.
I know what you mean.
But like you could fucking pitch that to them. Or if Andy wants to do an advert, man.
Did we speak about the rat and frog hanging?
I know, I was going to say, because I'm
like season 1. Because Aaron
like
is probably
typical rat, like 100%.
And I've got a bit of rat. I've got a bit of the beat, but
I am
No, I'm a
rats.
frog.
You're rat. I'm rat.
See, that's the
He's
thing about
rat.
having a podcast, man. We've probably spoken about things 5 times in a row now. We did speak about this, but didn't we?
I'd probably say that you're more moose than rat.
No, we did because we were talking about folk being dinosaurs. You were saying you should fuse
Aye,
folk being
like, I
dinosaurs. and shit.
Nicholas Jackson and
And I
Caicedo
and I
are
can't-
triceratops,
And I
man.
kanji, I know.
Oh, I can,
Aye,
yes,
maybe folk didn't
triceratops.
listen to that episode, man.
Aye.
Who knows? But I'm the only frog here, man. It's pish.
Nicholas Jackson
Well-
doesn't have like a nose that goes out or down, or but it just, I don't even know.
Aye, it looks like Bruce the Shark for Finding Nemo.
Aye, it's kind of funky.
fucked, man.
Aye.
It does a wee bit, aye.
I'm fucking sweating and roasting now. What were we talking about before
Farts.
that? Aye, farts. No.
We're going full circle, man.
What I was going to add on to your thing is, aye, like, see if you had actual 4 seasons, each person hosts 10 episodes each, and you actual could look at it and go, that's like a finished
We could
thing.
just say we'd done it. Like, do you know what? Like, I didn't even know what episode number this was, like, when we opened.
What do you think we said? Hello, guys, it's episode 4, season 3.
I
Was
just-
it 4?
Is it-
Aye, it's
is it
4,
four?
Oh,
aye.
I thought it was
Fuck
5.
those.
I thought it was 5.
No, it's 4.
Four. Aye, so like
Aye.
I've got like 6 more episodes and Bradley's got 10.
Yes.
If we need to do it in a motor, we fucking can. Like
Aye, we
it's
will.
like we will just do it. Like
And it would be a good thing to just be like,
Aye, just
as
be-
you
aye.
said, like what did you call it?
Perform the
and we,
purpose.
we absolutely need. Because if one is either achieves great success or causes great harm, it will be of interest to the folk making the film.
True, aye.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, here's these fucking. He mentioned this on this episode
It'll-
of this
it'll be-
podcast.
Sorry.
It'll be the
Don't know what I'm saying, sorry.
when we win the BAFTA for the Bulls documentary. That's when they'll be like.
This is
the,
where
idea,
it
the
begins.
idea was actually planted.
Yeah, that's good. I
You
might
could
smoke
stay-
Manchester
I think we
Red.
should talk about harebrained schemes that we've all had.
I've had that many I forget most of mine. Do you know that way? Like have the like one of the recent ones was got to the army.
No, Adam is actually a sold sign outside the house. Like I'm telling you, he came in, he was like, "No, I think I'm going to go to the army, man." I'm like, "I thought you hate the army. I thought you hate like anything to do with the
Aye, no, I
government."
do,
And,
I do.
and he's like, "But you like get your degree and you can do all these different things." And it was sold for like 2 days, and then
What unsold you?
What? Because like the application
Reality.
has got to take a while.
aye.
So I just
That's the way you're
because I was just trying to default to like what was the easiest thing I could do, and I was like, right, so I go and study somewhere, I get fit, I get food, I can do a degree, and I'll learn a trade. Cool, right? My wife for 10 years might need to fight on the battlefield, but fuck it.
Your brain actually works that you'd actually rather apply, go and contribute to the army than like attend the gym for an hour a week.
Well, aye, because it was the gym and it was the money and the like because I wouldn't spend much money. Like I was
It's
basically
not
just,
actually that
I
crazy.
was just looking at it like what are my options at this ripe
Aye.
age because I can't go back to uni or college or that without paying for like at least a year or two, which I don't have money to do. The one thing I'm hinging my bets on is like that I can keep doing the TikTok stuff long enough that somebody either offers me a job or an opportunity, or I can get a job in that environment, and then I can get paid to do that for someday.
See, but a year is only 1,800 or 1,400, by the way.
Is it?
And if you go not to fucking bold everybody with the chat, double sass, that'd be like, that would be that.
Aye, that would cover it. The
Anyway.
sass.
But I know that army thing is bush. I mean, I'm pretty sure every guy has that kind of wee like, maybe I could fucking just join
Aye.
the Navy or
The
something.
propaganda is heavy, man.
Aye,
It is
and
heavy.
it's just like, do you know, I just kept getting the ads like join the Royal Navy
Aye.
and do this and that, and I was
Fucking
like, do you know what? Maybe I
Born
could.
Paisley made in the Royal Navy or whatever.
Aye. It
I was
works.
born in Casus, but I was made in fucking Carlisle.
And it does work, like it works in it, but it's I get the sale of it if you don't need to like see if
Aye.
you have a job that's more like fucking observation rather than like the actual
Aye.
hanging, like you're not put in a fucking assault
And
team.
obviously, I'm
Like,
calling them harebrained scheme, but all these things are coming from a good place. That's just a joke that we say.
Aye, aye.
But honestly, like we've tried fucking languages, we've tried fucking. Oh, I'm gonna fucking make this fucking.
What did I do? You know that when I got my laptop again, I wrote the first 2 pages in my book that didn't get finished.
Aye.
I've done that like
soon.
10 times.
Here it was
I book about your life, and every time you do, it's like a different step.
I get bored after the fucking first, like, literally I do, like, I bash out so many words onto like 2 or 3 pages, and I'm like, that's me done, I'll come back to this tomorrow, and then the dopamine runs out, and I'm like, right, well.
So good read.
You read it the last one, didn't you?
It was alright.
Aye, so it was just honest, and that happened. I do that all the time. It's when I feel I need to change something in my life, I just jump to like, it's no get rich quick, because it's never got me rich or quick. It's just. I think it's just a way of coping with the fact that, like, if I want to do something better, I need to actually because I could just go to the gym, like, and I could just feel better, and then I could apply for hundreds of jobs if I find one I like. But I don't want to do that. Shan was saying that today. She was like, you're just quite good at like needing to do things and no doing it. And I was like, I know.
That's a man after my heart. That's a man after my heart right there, man.
I'm not saying anything.
Right? No, because she actually said this unprompted, unrelated. She didn't even hear your voice note. She was passed out. But it was because I was like, I know, I'm kind of glad I didn't get that job. I applied for the place with a dingy fucking hole anyway.
And if you're listening, we all think that too.
Right, so I was like, nah, like, it's fine. And then I was like, I'll see in that. And like, obviously I sent like my CV away to an airplace with a cover letter, and she was like, and that was like when? And I was like, 3 weeks ago. And she was like, and how many more jobs did you apply for? None, obviously.
That is what one good thing about being in a relationship, but for people like me and you that just we do need, like, right, come on to fuck, because we don't see it as being like, we understand it's bad, but we're like, nah,
well, it's alright.
I suppose, but you could say that TikTok, going back to TikTok when you took a break and shit like that, are kind of no harebrained schemes, but they're kind of like, oh, like, here's the thing I'm doing, but they've actually, that's worked out.
It's been consistent.
That's one of the few. That's
It's unfortunate about the book, but
still time.
There's still plenty of
you
time.
wanted to play guitar at a point. That's when I always remember. You're like, Jay, I'm just going to learn how to play guitar, man.
I can confirm I can't play guitar.
You're kidding, man. I've got one in my bedroom.
Well, I've been playing for 7 years, and I can teach you 5 chords if you want.
It's crazy, man. Oh, because there's been hanging, and then I'm sure I wanted to learn how to do. And only lasted about 2 hours on it. Then like the music on the Apple thing, fucking you can play the keyboard and shit. I was trying
Garage band.
Like how to cook a tune. Like
I probably had
Garage band.
a Fred again tune the lap. I can fucking do that.
I've got some texts from me and my Kev teacher like, man, I'm just fucking got to Sweden and doing this or whatever, and it's like, oh, I'm just going to Japan and fucking living like this, man, or whatever, and it's like
me and Jay were talking about how Gerard Butler just like went to law school or something and dropped out, moved to London, and then just like fucking moved in with cunts and then became an actor at like 26.
It's like Brad Pitt did journalism at uni and then just was too handsome to be a
I was
journalist.
thinking the other day there, you've kind of got a Brad Pitt vibe, but that kind of I see
He's Brad Pitt and Brad shit.
See, you've put us in an awkward situation now, because either we need to join your fucking
your cause of shit
on him.
Well, the other person I was going to say, a mixture between Brad Pitt Brad Cook.
I swear to God, if you say Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, I was going to Brad Pitt and Conor Bradley, Liverpool right back.
Conor Bradley?
I think you kind of look like Conor Bradley a wee bit. It's the hair and the beard.
I think the guy out of fucking Triangle of Sadness.
Aye.
I
can't remember his name.
And Hingy Mackey, George Mackey.
Aye. And it's fucking Hingby for EastEnders. The wee guy plays Jay. I sometimes go in, folk are like, you for EastEnders? No.
I get fucking Beaver there. I get Beaver. Fucking Beaver, man.
You definitely could be a Skarsgård as well, I think.
I've definitely got some Scandinavian in me, man. For sure.
I'm just the only person that ever get tells Zach Galifianakis. That's it every time. And you know the guy from Hangover, man? And I'm like, aye, fucking cheers, a fat fucking ragdoll looking bastard.
Zach Galifianakis and Gabe Gordon, man. That's your two characters.
I know. Gabe maybe listen to this. I'll need to message him, say we spoke about him. That thing I tell you about that lassie coming up to me outside a pub, man, and going, aye, how is it? I'm like, what? How was your holiday? And then we both realised, oh, you're talking to somebody else. And she says, fuck, that's no Gabe Gunn. Then ran away. I'm like, what? Was that Gabe? No. And then he used to say folks say him. I'm like, what? I'm like, we're going to need to do something with this, man.
It's crazy, man.
Hairbrain scheme.
I obviously got a lot of them. I made a video about it the other day, so I did, which was because I get Lewis Capaldi.
I looked at one of your comments on your video that not that long ago, and it was Lewis Capaldi, and I was like, that's. I mean,
I don't see the Capaldi
I think
one.
it
I'm
might
not
be
sure
like
about
my
that one.
eyes sometimes do like a droopy fucking setting, and I think it might be my eyes, and then it depends like what angle I can see it sometimes because they can have
maybe your
hooded eyes.
skin and all the colour.
The skin is similar. The lack of sun.
There's Lewis Capaldi, the guy for fucking
Tom
Rosenthal for Friday Night Dinner, which I did just just look like him. I like no like the exact same like
Same colours and that.
Aye, like I've got the same kind of vibe as him. What was the air one for the video? It was the guy for Burniston.
What's his name?
The guy with the dark hair.
The taller one.
Aye, and it's no that I look like him. I think it's that I sound
I
like
think
him.
his name's Ian Connell or
Ian
something.
Connell,
Aye.
I get that's the one I get more than anything else. That's the mace one. But I think that's because the way I do my videos is very like the performance is always the.
Burniston.
It's got a Burniston fucking like.
You've got like short brown hair.
Aye, so it's got that same kind of edge, and then there one it gets Nicola Sturgeon sometimes.
I mean, see,
Andrea.
Actual thinking about Burniston, do you know it's awful funny, and I seen it they're not watched it, I hadn't seen it in ages, the Mad Uncles sketch.
It's so
Get the
good.
spoons. Get the spoons.
It's fucking incredible.
Just sit here with my dad, my mad uncles. And everybody's got a dad, mad uncles, man.
Aye.
Just get a bit funny, like my wee niece, well, my two nieces, Ola and Vea, like Luke, the dad, he's got like 5 brothers and they are all fucking mental. So
Just madmen.
and then like my sister's got like 2 brothers like me and my brother. And it will just be a case of there's going to be 7 mental brothers and
That's
a fender
crazy, man.
all in
That's
the one
crack.
bit when
All
she
the
brings a boy
uncles,
back.
man.
Because all his brothers are fucking fucked.
We've
So
got a few mad uncles.
Aye, definitely.
Mum and dad's side.
Aye, spud.
Spud.
I ken what is it about uncles that's just mad?
I don't know.
I think it's that thing because they know your father, but they're not, like they know your man, but they're kind of like
They
that
kind of
thing.
treat like in terms of how they act about you. They don't treat you like a
No,
like
like a wee
they're
boy.
Wayne, but they also like still have an out. Like they don't treat you like a pal either. It's at the middle, so it's
Kind
they
of like a
just
big brother kind of type, or like
Aye.
cousin.
so they just end up a bit like mental. Fucking, they have a mental aura. Protective sometimes and that kind of stuff as well. They can have that.
Their uncles were like, majority, they were like Neds, like Joe hung
Aye.
about the shop Neds, do you know what I mean? And now they've all got Waynes and
Love
like
that, man.
houses, mortgages. It's funny.
I'm going to be the hairbrain scheme uncle.
I'm the hairbrain scheme full stop. Like that's
You actually can.
that's
You and Matthew McConaughey's fucking smoking that fag, man, looking at the sky like that.
See, it was so funny when I got that voice note back for you the other day when I was like, I know I've just had a job interview the day, I've applied for an air one and I'm going to get my hair cut and I'm doing this, and Jay's like, Ken, that summer gets you. As soon as that sun's
it's like
out.
a light switch.
Aye, you are a solar panel, man.
Aye, I'm like a fucking
See when the dark-
sunflower man.
It's actually, it's like surviving and thriving. It's like you speak to Beanie John the Winner, and a lot of the philosophical musings and a lot of his life is like, I'm just going to do what I need to do to get through.
Aye.
Then it's someone that's like, no man, I'm
It's
I'm
like
out
that.
here, man. I'm
It's
doing
like
things.
I'm a
They
chip.
call it the seasons for a reason,
Aye,
but
I'm like a chess piece, but I can't move in the dark. Like I just can't move if the light's not on. Like, because I can't see where I'm going, so I just need to sit tight and fucking hang on for my position on the board.
It's weird. I was speaking to Steph from my work about how I think I'm the opposite. See, during the summer, I actually think I struggle more than I do during the winter because, and I don't know if I spoke to you about it, Jay, but I think because I was that used to being in like education, and then like the summer holidays
right,
come,
aye.
and now that I'm like you're working through the summer, you're just purely yearning to know be doing
See,
anything.
the other day then, I actually was thinking I might have a wee bit of that. No, like fucking, like just like I do know what you mean.
Aye. Like I'm at this summer holiday, you used to actually complain about being bored, man. 7 weeks off doing nothing but drinking in a field, man.
This is it, the new.
Oh,
As folk are
it's
listening to this, man.
the bush, man.
Because was it last
The
year?
heat's nice,
I can't
man.
remember.
The heat.
You
The
know,
heat.
I feel like last year or something it was like, there was like a good week in May and then it was like there wasn't any good week till like August,
it was
September
like
or
last 2
something.
years.
Aye.
Crazy, man.
Look at us, man, white guys with podcasts talking about the weather, man. You can't fucking write it. Wait, in
We
your
are
wait, in a
Scottish.
taxi in it, the barbers.
It's crazy stuff, man. I'm telling you, but I don't know what my next scheme will be.
Oh, I want to hear it.
It's going to be
whatever it is.
nefarious anyway. That's what it's going to be. That's me leaving my fucking nuggets. No, it won't be nefarious. But I've got some shit to cook, man.
Aye, like if you were to collate the things you've wanted to be or been.
Oh, crazy.
Same,
Mine I
man.
wanted to go and do physics at uni. That was like
Aye.
one of the ones.
Wow, man. That's. I mean, Liam didn't that with Pal Liam, so you
Aye.
could fucking hit him
Is
up
it?
for the
Aye.
switch.
It's not that it's totally out the realms. It's just that it was just a temporary fixation on how the universe was made, and I wanted to go to uni and study it. But that lasted like a week,
Was
2
it around
weeks.
about 2014?
No, it wasn't.
No,
it.
when
This
Interstellar
was
came
like
out.
this.
Aye.
I had the MacBook at the time, the last MacBook, so it was only in the last like year
Aye,
or
like
something.
that actually wasn't that long ago
Aye.
that this
I
was
do
being
remember.
spoken
Probably-
about.
probably
I
no
remember
long.
you talked to me about coming out the gym.
Aye,
that's how long ago
aye.
it
So
would
I
have
run about that time. I have like a couple, but then there was like a week where I was like pure into Godzilla, and like I like proper like was like Godzilla's life and watched all the films. Or well, no, I didn't. I watched 3 of the films, and then I watched like a week's worth of YouTube videos about all their Godzilla films. I didn't watch their Godzilla films because my dopamine was running out. Like I couldn't commit to the
This guy
films.
here has been a fucking physicist, a fucking Godzilla expert.
It's on it like, and it's like that has been my entire life. But my only long term fixations are like mobile phones, which is
Same.
weird. That's
Oh
like
no, wait, you mean you do
Aye,
that
actually,
thing.
like I
actual-
like I romanticize mobile phones in a
don't-
weird
Don't
way.
get them on that LG cookie, man.
And then like FIFA, that's their one.
Aye.
Like, and that's been like a long term. Like they constantly come back, but everything else doesn't. Dinosaurs, I occasionally have a spell of loving dinosaurs, and then I don't for a while, and then I go back to it. Probably you could just say that I'm just basically 99% algorithm at this point. Like,
Zeros and ones.
I'm just fucking hanging, man.
Buying a wee beanie.
Binary beanie. It's fucking.
Pardon me.
It's hard graft being fucking somebody that doesn't just have a couple of interests and nothing else, man.
It's fucking aye, man. What you
Like,
mean, man?
it's
I
just-
feel like I have been kind of same things, man. Like a fucking
I see the memes a lot, see the ADHD memes and all that, and it's like the gap between your fixation ending and then starting when you don't have a thing you're pure interested in, and you're just sitting there waiting for inspiration. So I get that a lot, where I'm just like, that's where I play a lot of FIFA and all that, when I don't have something else I'm interested in, and then I'll get struck with inspiration, like it'll be certain films or it'll be fucking whatever. But then that'll die out, and then it's just like up again, where I'm just like, life shit, man. Why have I no interest in Godzilla anymore?
aye.
What's the point?
Aye, what's the fucking point if I can't fucking get brick or kaiju? Like, anyway, aye.
Aye.
But
How
here
long
brings
we on for
schemes.
this? How long we on for
Aye.
this bit?
This is about 40 minutes.
See that -1, but
What? Aye. But it's -1.
Tears.
And,
Shin Godzilla.
still not seen the
Shin
Shin one.
Godzilla is so good enough.
I'm honestly saying that I've not put myself for it, but watched one of the kind of older ones, and it is fucking mental, man. Like,
Because it's just the big suits and all that, isn't it? Aye.
or like the
There's the King Ghidorah one with the
Aye.
3-headed. Oh, that's. Did you see that one?
I saw it in videos like cunts talking about all
is that
the
the old black and white
Ah,
one?
it's like all way back, man.
Just
aye.
cunts punching bits of cardboard.
actually,
Aye.
do you know
But
what
like-
I actually
like cool
kind
music
of
in the
don't
background.
mind, and it's not like the greatest, but the one with fucking Matthew Broderick.
No,
in it
no,
for the
I-
night.
I-
I-
Aye,
it's class,
2001 or whatever it is.
Aye.
That's good.
The
Don't steal
song-
this guy. Me and you need Jim Showers going, what year did the Invincibles
Mate,
come
I'm
out?
telling you, that Matthew
It's got
Broderick
that
one, it was either
P. Diddy tune at the end of it. It has a big fucking Vincent Hingby, the French cunt.
Cassell.
No, Vincent Cassell, the guy that plays Leon. What's his name?
Reno something.
Aye, fucking
Reno
him.
something, innit?
Jean Reno. So I think it's that.
John Reno.
John Reno.
Aye, it's got him in it, man.
Oh, so it does, aye.
It's got a Jamiroquai song, and on the video for Jamiroquai with Godzilla putting his fucking feet down in the cinema and like fucking the cinema. It's so good, man.
It's 01 or 99.
Aye, I think it's 99.
I think it's 99. Or maybe 97.
No, it's 01 or 99.
Aye, you come to this podcast just to hear us try and guess what
01 or 99 until I'm right.
Wait. Bradley, you 99 or you 2001?
Riveting.
I've got 99. I'll go 99.
We'll wrap up this section after we finish if me and Bradley can call things. It is 01 or 99. I'm going.
Why are you saying
for
Godzilla?
Godzilla?
99.
Aye,
The Matthew Broderick one.
Aye, 99, I think.
I think it is 99. But
I'm quite certain.
good, man.
I think I looked at it not that long ago, but I could be wrong.
See if it is 2001, but we're going to kill him.
See if it's hitting Space Odyssey settings.
No, wait.
How can you know?
Going deeper underground. Aye, that's the song for Jamiroquai. Aye, it must be 99. It must be. It must be.
It's 98.
Too gay.
Right,
But see if you go on Sky and you click the information button, does it say 98 or 99? Because I'm telling you, it will say 99.
That's a good point, actually.
Aye.
Because sometimes it's here after.
98 does ring a bell with me, but to be fair.
Aye.
Sky Sports.
So I'm the same age as Godzilla.
Joe. Right, well, we wrap this section up. We'll come back with some kind of chokes.
Which no doubt is everybody's favourite bit because.
Aye, because
Need to it, man. Do folk even like the starting bit, or they're just in it for the jokes?
Fuck knows,
The
man.
good thing is, but you need to get through this bit to get to the jokes. So fucking get it in yous.
Let's just scrub. In fact, let's
Right.
not mention it. Right, we'll be back
Aye.
shortly, my guys. And we're back. So this is going to be the choke section.
Of the week.
Choke of the week. I might actually, as I'm host and I can do this, I might go first.
Go for it.
So that I can get mine out the way. It's not going to be too long anyway. So my choke of the week is going to be baked tatties. But it's also going to come with a caveat, which is a non-choke of the week, a hate of the week. But my choke of the week is just generally, right? So like the past 10 days, I've defo had baked tatties for dinner 4 times.
You're
So-
like a good Minecraft.
So Shannon she had in the freezer pulled pork fucking that she'd made a big huge joint and barbecue pulled pork. And there was one night she was like, oh, I've got that pulled pork there if you want me to get it out and we can have that. And I was like, I want to bake that. And she was like, aye, sure. So we she made that and it was maybe the best thing I've ever ate, and it's just sparked my love for a baked tatty, right? So but no that I didn't like a baked tatty, just hadn't had one edges, and she microwaves them first and then puts them up, the skin goes all crispy, and then she mashes a bit of the inside with a bit of butter and then puts cheese and then the toppings and that, right?
In the bag, man.
You're going to put a pizza on a baked tatty.
So on it, I was so I'm so brick for a baked tatty.
That's
So
me tapping my credit card. Shannon Food's got I had fucking 15 of them now. Spectacular, give me 14 right now.
That could be your next venture, Spud Van.
No, so I'm gonna go into that. So right, here's the fucking. So but we had that, and that was about 10 days ago, and then there was one night we were like, oh, I don't know what to have for dinner. Fucking, I was like, right, just stick the baked tatties and I'll pick up some beans. We'll get cheese there. So I had baked tatties with beans and cheese, right, and that was fine. We had that one time. She had chili beans or fucking. No,
Kidney beans.
tikka beans, Heinz tikka beans.
Tikka beans,
Aye,
man.
right. So they were alright, but I prefer normal beans with a wee bit of butter, just a wee bit of butter, and then fucking you let them get that almost thick way, unreal. And then a couple of days later, I was like, do you know what I could go by the way? Baked tatty, and I was like she had told me there's an air fucking joint of that stuff, a big huge joint, and the big, she's got a chest freezer hanging. I was like, do you think you could make that? And she was like, I think I could defrost, slow cook it and all that. It's going to take about a day. And I was like, right, well, I'll buy more beans then. So I picked up 2 big tin of beans, and she had a wee bit of the beans and basically gave me 2 tins of beans on top of 2 big huge baked tatties. tatties.
Man, that must have swelled you.
Oh, I was swelt, man, but it was great, so good. And then anyway, the night, 2 days ago, she slow cooked the joint, the pork, and then she like slow cook. She boils it, I think, first to get the salt out, and then she takes all the fatty bits off because obviously neither of us are about that life really. And it's just straight meat, and she's pulled it on. It's like a big, huge fucking dish like that length. I know you can't see it, but I'm talking 45 centimetres, be like 30, huge, hanging with a lid on. She's putting the barbecue in it the night, or like the new pretty much. She's going to make it, so that's what I'm having for my dinner the night.
Can you give me brick? Because that's weird that I've been eating an awful amount of like pork kings with barbecue, or like Hunter's chicken. With
Hunter's chicken's great.
See, I big time. I'm fucking pulled pork.
It's so fucking good, like so good, and like you can get like, see when they're like it's cut into like the four, so you can scoop a bit of the tatty out almost, and then fill the pulled pork, and it's almost like a fucking baked tatty taco. Unbelievable scenes, so I'm buzzing for my dinner the night.
What was the non-joke or a joke?
What's the
fucking the spud van things? Because 4 baked tatties for the shop is what, like fucking, I think it's £1.40 or something, right? For 4 baked tatties that are a decent size and will come up well, so that's fine. And then cheese, like you could probably like say like for £3 or £4 you could get a block. You could maybe say even £1 of cheese, right? £1's worth of cheese on it, and then whatever you're topping, even if it was £1 or £2. Shannon's pal went to one of the viral spud vans. 32 quid for 2 baked tatties.
For 2?
I thought it'd be like a fiver, man.
No, like they're like, some of them are like £14,
some of them are like,
£16.
cause it's like the virality thing, like M&S and shit. I will say, but there is one in the air. I haven't tried it. I kind of want to, but because I've seen them and I went, holy fuck.
Some of them look unbelievable. Some of them have like wee rune pots, because Shan gets her entire TikTok when I'm sitting like just lying.
Vans.
It's just spud vans all the time, and like cunts will be like, I paid 15 quid for this baked tatty, and it riles me up.
I'm sure I watched a few of these Spud Van videos, and they're the most scripted things ever, man. Honestly, written by Aaron Sorkin.
They're coming in
like, where'd you come from? And it's like, I've came all the way for you. And they're like, did you? And you went that, and you're just like, holy fuck, man, you could try harder.
See that one in Airbud? See that shop in Airbud? Did you see how queued it was? The first couple of weeks.
The queues are insane for them and that, but they are.
But I do know what you mean.
It's just because.
I guess, but that is an offer rabbit hole, but.
Mate, they'll no fucking give a fuck what I'm saying. They're charging £16 a tatty, and they're selling 4,000 a day.
It is a hole, but that you can go down and being like, why would you buy this fucking...
It's because I don't want to get too deep into it, because anything that goes viral and it's expensive and it's queued out the door is just, in my brain, always just a fucking stupid waste.
See, like obviously, like the Chinese food here and that.
Give me a
like,
£6 and I'll make you a tatty.
You can... Like, see if you're ordering an expensive Chinese, but you could actually make that home pretty good.
I think with the Chinese, the one thing that is just like they've got like a flavour lock. You could probably like get it, like, because
that's kind of thing is, see if you get down to it, man, with pizzas and shit, man. It is so mental that I'm like, fuck, I'll just spend fucking like 20 quid on a pizza, man. And it's like, you could have bought the ingredients to make it for a week.
Like Domino's only cost them £1.30 to make one of their pizzas. 20 quid.
I used to do, right? See, I was top of the weight loss game, and I was like, right, I won't try and make, but this probably didn't end up much healthier. But in my head, I was just like, right, it's better than ordering a pizza, right? You get a wrap, right, and you put like fucking
sauce on it.
Sauce on it. Then you put another wrap on top of it, and then you make a mayo sauce, and then make a pizza on that and stick it in the oven, and it's incredible.
But it's mental. When I was in Asda the day or yesterday, I heard a wee lassie running and grabbing wraps and going to her mom. Do you know that you can make a pizza with wraps? How mental was that?
Well, I done it sometimes when I was feeling like, if I did well for like the week or whatever, I was like, I'm going to make one of these fucking, and they were disgusting and messy, but holy fuck, man. It's the same with Nando's. I was talking to my barber about this. I was like, Nando's is fucked, because see if you make a Nando's at home, like the best with the marinade and the chips with it, oh my god, man.
The salt.
It's just McCain air fried chips, man, with peri salt.
I will give you, but the big ties that people even make it fucking oil.
I'll send you a picture later, man.
No, because that is like in my head when folk are talking to me about baked tatties, I think pulled pork might be my
It's
fucking throat goat, man, for
so
that.
good, man. So fucking good, man. I'm so choking for it.
Are you like a barbecue guy then? Aye. Do you kind of have that vibe?
Barbecue's
No.
so big.
No.
Do you know until
It's probably the
do you know
beard.
until this week? Like I hadn't ate anything that was like barbecue sauce or like whatever in like fucking months, and then I just I like made Hunter's chicken one day, and I was like, oh my wow! By the way, this is fucking. And then like the pulled pork.
The
and that,
Hunter's
it's like,
chicken I love, man. Like the cheese, bacon, barbecue sauce, chicken. Fucking hod,
it's
fuck,
good.
it's fuck
hod
my
me up,
ass,
man. Hod me up.
It's
Crazy.
But it's just because I'm trying to like just eat like get, well, my dinners and that are just like a main meat thing, and then don't rip the whole like air shit on
Aye,
top of
snacks
it.
and
I'm
that.
not sticking that. Folk will be like, that's not I would be like it's better than ordering a pizza because you
Aye,
got money and
still
shit.
better than a
Still
takeaway.
chicken breasts and all, like actual like protein, baby.
Getting that buckle has joke of the week, and I'm sitting here wanking to fucking
Brisket.
I'll tell you, but I'll send you a picture, man.
Kevin, you had your brisket, brick for brisket.
Aye.
Brisket spears, right? I'm gonna wrap up. Fuck these spud bands charging that much money. It's insane to charge that for a tatty. You
£16 a tatty, man.
scrounging
Got to
fucking
start getting paid in tatties. per hour.
scalping bastards. These are as
Much they
bad
get
as
paid?
Ticketmaster.
9 tatties a shift.
Aye,
I think they just pay the cunts, man. Tatties, man. It's a 16, but they'll just sell them, man.
it's crazy. Right. Anyway, that's my tatty fucking thing done. So I'm gonna pass to Bradley and we can just hang it.
My I didn't really have like a choke of the week, but my choke of the week is being ill, right? And then the aftermath and like the recovery of not being ill anymore. Like how much better do you feel and how ass it feels to, like, literally was at work on Tuesday, was only there a few hours, hit my second hour, I was cleaning a flat, and then I'm getting in, I'm saying to my manager, like, I'm fucking dying off. She's, oh, watch, it's not that COVID, Bradley. And then I'm away home, and then I'm lying on my couch looking at the waters because I can't look at my telly and my phone outside. It's fucking 21 degrees, and you're like, fuck me, man. Imagine there was no paracetamol. Imagine there was no cold and flu tablets. Imagine there was no 40p cold and flu tablets. I'd be dead. I'd be fucked. I'd be dead. So you're there like just saying, oh, I'd do anything to not be feeling like this right now. And the aches just take care and you're just dying off, man. But then by like day 3, you're like, again, the sun has come up, man. I'm outside, it's alright.
Fuck, man. Can you were that scarecrow last week? No, but I know what you're saying because me and you spoke about it, and I was like, aye, it's that way when you've got bloke nose and you're like, fuck, I took this shit for granted when I didn't have a bloke nose, man.
I was going to say that my joke of the week could have been the fucking old bass fucking
The sticks.
the nose sticks, man, because I was hitting it. Mate, I got to the point I was
Right,
getting
you had a
sad heats
problem.
like yesterday
Shut
because
up, you
I
problem.
was on that fortnight, man, with Jay, and I'm like,
They're
like
so
hope
good.
nobody hears me, man, so I'm an addict.
I'm glad you brought this up because
But I
that
bent it
was
last night.
Good because that's the last time you get ill. I was watching you carefully with it because there was a hang on the news about a guy that got addicted to it and he's fucked, like he went to hospital and that. The other day there, I seen another news thing about folk that are addicted to the old soil sticks,
they
and
are
it is
good.
real bad, man.
They are
I
good
done
shit.
it. I worked in a call centre
It's
once,
like
and there was
poppers,
like a
man.
week where I just sniffed it every waking minute in the call centre, and I just
OG vapes.
I couldn't put it down because it was just like it's so good.
Like my nose could not have been clearer. It was like it was like an empty fucking road at like fucking 2 a.m, man, in my week, and it's just airflow, man, and I'm like, I want more, man. It actually hits in your eyes.
It
You're
was
like,
like a Clyde tunnel at 4 a.m, man.
honestly, man, just let that minty fucking fresh taste got my actual nasal passage. It was brilliant.
Brain freeze.
But I know, so feeling ill, it's like when you get a sore stomach, and maybe that's why I actually was asking about sore stomach farts or a big long hangy fart with it
To go
so
full circle.
because again, I'll go back. I say it just about every episode. Stephen King once said on a TV show that you bang your head afterwards, it feels good when you stop, and that's why folk watch horror films, read horror books, read things that aren't good for you, and like serial killers, because serial killers aren't after you; they're just killing everybody else. So, but it feels we've got no cameraman. Folk are just gonna think I'm a psychopath.
Aye.
But I feeling ill is actually the worst. Ken, an air hang, and this isn't really a joke, but obviously I went up to Lauren's on Thursday, so I was feeling shit on Tuesday, off I fucked on Wednesday. On Thursday I wasn't got to see her, so she was like, oh, come up with her, and I was like, well, come up, but I'm telling you, I'm a dead body, I'm in a body bag, you're not getting anything out of me. Come up, she's just like, look at you, but no sympathy at all, man. Man flu syndrome. She's like, men are so dramatic, and I'm like, honestly, man, see if I had a broken leg, I'd probably be alright, but see, as soon as I get the man flu, man, I'm a body bag. But no lassies will feel sorry for you, not one. No
Yeah,
one.
you could be dying, and it's like it's not that bad, but
Aye. Lauren just wasn't getting in it, but now she's got cold today, so
Get out, you.
man flu,
woman flu.
woman flu, with man flu, mankind, yes. But if there's any woman, probably only Lauren that listens to this. She's going fuck off, man. I'm on the women race.
Aye, we did look at that fucking thing. I did look at that thing on YouTube Studio that was telling you about the men to women ratio, man, and it is
But is it
fucking.
95% or
That
something?
is something crazy, man.
Is it a sausage fest?
Like well and truly.
Was it
and
Germany?
it's 25 to 34 age sausage fest,
Nah.
man.
Was it Frankfurt in the summer?
So like there's no fucking well, there's no whatever we're calling them, man. Polar bears, is that what we're calling them? Older guys. Do you know what I mean? Like that sausage party's like strictly fucking young bucks, man. No polar bears.
Aye, just men looking to fuck.
No
In your local area.
Gandalfs.
But no, I don't feel like shit, and it feels good to not feel like shit, so
It's a fair joke.
that's my joke.
Fantastic.
That's fantastic, man.
So if you're ever wondering why MD does anything bad to themselves ever, it's because eventually they'll probably not feel that bad anymore.
Fuck
That
me.
was kind of brutal, man.
Who knew that him talking about like recovering from having a wee bit of man flu has led to him making this fucking wonderful, crazy philosophical statement, poignant statement?
Fuck, man.
What a guy!
That's what we do.
What a guy right there.
Quote of the week.
That's what we do.
Quote of the week,
Quote of the week.
He's brought it back for one night only.
Sometimes a man
Just
will
floating high.
shoot himself just to know he's not dead.
Could just stub your toe, but
Sometimes
fine.
a man slaps his own soul just to know he's slappable.
This man has lost it,
Aye,
man.
this man, you had
This
it,
man
you
is-
lost it.
This man, this
Sometimes a man puts a rope around his neck just to know
that he's got a neck.
that he's got a neck.
Aye. Quote of the week for Bradley there.
oh man.
But we will say you don't want to ever be actual proper ill.
No. Aye.
No.
Well, that's the thing. See, when you hit that level, I was thinking, like, no, man, there's something in my body, there's something wrong with me. I've got fucking cancer, I've got that. Like, you're just the actual reeling half everything. And then you recover in about 3 days,
Aye,
and
you're
you're
like
like,
fucking WebMD or whatever it's
Aye.
fucking called.
It's the worst thing ever happened to the internet.
Yeah, again.
Fuck, man.
I've got a itchy toe in my fucking left eye. I can see yellow spots in it. Oh, you're doing, mate. You've got like 5 days left. You need to go to the hospital now.
Clock's running, pal.
Aye.
That's it. Fucking.
Oh, like my elbows have been kind of itchy today, and one of them slightly paler than the other. Oh, mate, you're fucking dead, man. You're fucked.
I'm
Very
pretty sure
good.
you're like 3 clicks away from a brain tumour every single time.
Yeah.
I've
every
broke a
Every time.
bone before. I don't think you have
I've
one.
actually never broke
I've
a
broke a bone.
So I'm the only one, and what's funny about that is I went for so long between so I broke my arm when I was at nursery. Can't even remember the end of the day, but
what?
fell off a playhouse, broke my arm. Can't even. I can't even. Not.
That's
and
what it
that's
feels like,
mental because
man.
that to me, I know that I can't even remember anything before I was that age, and even straight after it. So my consciousness must have started at like 4 or 5, because
I'm about to say.
that was when I was free. I feel bad for him because I don't know that wee boy
No.
that happened to, and that must have been kind of fucking sad, man.
I swear my consciousness line moves every year. So
Aye.
because see Brown remembers everything, all, like conversations we had in primary school, and I swear when I was like 11 I could remember being 5, but now that I'm 28 I can't remember being 11. Like I can't remember it.
Okay, and this is kind of cool because obviously I was speaking to his affair about that Freud TV show that I'm watching, which could have been my
Aye.
joke. I've not finished it, I've only watched 3 episodes. But in the first episode, like all the doctors are like, "No, Sigmund, you're wrong. You're so crazy. You're so different," in an actual German accent and actual German language. That was my attempt at speaking a German accent. I sounded like the pig for Shrek, or the pigs. But there's a bit where he has a really cool monologue talking about the unconscious. I think I spoke to you about it, Jay, where basically your consciousness is a light in a big house, but all the stuff in the house is still there. You just can't see it unless you bring it into the light.
I was still there, aye.
So like really, it's just we've just not got a big enough light. So maybe if you, I think that's why. See, like smells are a big thing for me. For taking me back. Somewhere I thought maybe see something here. Something
If I smelt Lynx chocolate again, I would be transported to my gran's gaff, and I would remember specific
sometimes
things.
I smell and I'm like, what the fuck?
I can't even, because it wasn't even. So I went to Crusoe's nursery, but before I went to Crusoe's nursery, I went to Beechwood nursery beside the Howard, and it happened there. And I can't even really. I can only remember like a wee bit of like the hallways there or
So you're
something.
not even a CYOG?
I'm not either. Spring ding.
No.
Springside.
Like, well, I was staying in Crusoe's, but because my dad was coming into the town for his work, or my mum was going to the hospital,
may as
she would
well
come
go.
in and drop me
Yeah.
off. Aye.
Fair enough.
The second bone I broke. So between that, nothing, and then I think I have told us. I'm 100% certain we've spoken.
You broke too?
Aye, I broke my nose.
Oh, but was that like?
Oh, aye, fuck, I remember that.
Did we talk about it on the pod, or did I talk about it after pod? Fuck it, I don't care. I'm just going to do it on the pod. And if you already ken this and you already ken it. No, we did speak about it in the pod, because I remember you was going, oh, aye. Anyway, I'm telling the story again. Fucking sue me. Right. There's a hill in Crusoe's. And
I
you
remember.
can fucking, in the winter, you can fling water down it and it ice there
Hill
like fuck.
Avenue.
And I mean, it'll
again.
slide.
Aye.
But it's like the one.
death slide.
What does it join onto? It will join onto Craig Drive. So it
Do we
takes you
call
for
it
the,
again?
I don't actually know what you can't remember. What you call that again?
No, it's not the planting.
No,
it's the
no.
fucking.
That
There's an actual name for it, but we spoke about this, didn't we? Trying to figure out what it was called.
no. That you're thinking of what he was asking is.
It's at the Big Dipper.
No,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
thinking
like
of
the Big
the
Dipper.
bowling club and that.
Aye,
that's
what's
the
it
Big Dipper.
called?
That's Big Dipper.
That's at the tap end. The thing you asked us about, and we said fuck 2 seconds.
Aye, outside my grand's old house at the bowling club car
Aye,
park.
that's
the
not-
Big Dipper.
No, it's not.
No, there's an air name
That's
for
the
that.
tap end. The thing we're talking about is
It's where the road of the mountain goes.
aye, the banking.
The bank.
Because we spoke about it not that long ago,
Aye.
and then I asked KB and that about landmarks in Crusoe, and they were sending me thousands. Anyway, I don't really know if this. Well, we called it. We called it. I think we just called it like I can't remember, man. We just said it was the hill at Grant Orban's because he used to stay in the house right
Aye,
beside
true,
it.
aye.
Anyway, so you can go down the hill.
Wait, I'm thinking about a different hill.
You're away. So
Are you talking about the big hill to go up to that?
The big hill with the metal fucking bit of metal.
can't-
at the
so
bottom.
you can't
Before
drive.
you'd cycle down it.
You can't
Aye,
drive
I
up
was
it.
talking
Aye.
about the grassy hill at the bowling club.
Aye, no, that's the banking.
Aye. So I'm talking about the grassy
Alright, so
grassy
you're
hill
talking
that's beside the. See if you were driving down for
So you didn't die in the banking, you died on that hill.
Aye.
Right.
Like if you're driving for Gateheed into Crusoe and you come down the hill.
Did
right.
you bump into the pole?
Aye.
Right, I remember.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Anyway, right. So what a great idea this is. It gets fucking icy and you fling hundreds of water down it and it all freezes there and there's already snow and ice on it anyway. What a great idea it is that Jay goes doing this on a bin, like on its fucking end, like not up on his wheels, which would be probably worse. Like actually just lying down with like the bin lid flapped open. I get inside it and they just like I just get flung down it. I
That's
just
a
keep doing it.
jackass. That's worse than a jackass
Then,
video, man. That's
as
cracking.
I'm getting towards the end, I poke my head up to see where I'm at, and the bin smack. I mean, how I must have been going pretty fucking fast.
Aye,
now.
aye.
Smashes straight into a pole, and the wee rim round the fucking bin bit for the lid to catch on goes right into my nose, and that's what that scar is. And my nose was like hanging off to the side, man. But
Was it Sarah?
no, because I must have had so much fucking like honestly, it wasn't even that saying. I'm being deadly serious. I couldn't feel it because the
Just that
adrenaline
quick
was that.
kinda thing.
Like I stood up and I said the thing for Ice Age, but it's like who's up for round 2? And then obviously I went to hospital and that had paper stitches. Mate, I couldn't feel it. It was Sarah the next day and that.
That's
It wasn't that Sarah when it happened. I just felt my head just felt mashed. Like it felt like my head was pushed in. Fuck man.
Like a baked tatty.
Well, I baked that, aye, man. So that's the only 2 times. And I had been doing so well. I had broke my and it was like, oh, I've only broke one bone. There, folk have done like wrist and that. And it was like, I can't even remember that, so I'm not even going to count it. And then that happened. So, but I've been alright for then. Thank fuck.
So you tell me after you broke your nose and then you didn't have a broken nose anymore, you felt better?
No, I'm telling you that when I broke my nose, I actually felt a wee bit worse when it was like healing itself because I knew it was there and it was all like fucking paper stitches and shit, and I was all weary it was
do
there.
you regret going down that hole in that bin?
Do you-
Because now you have a story.
I think no, but
I think it's quite a cool
I
story.
think I would have preferred naughty because my nose looked different. Like, see if you see photos of me before that, my nose is different. My nose like
Aye,
What
exactly.
age were you?
so I was still staying because this would have been like 10, 11. No, wait, actually, I must have been 11 because I was at the Grange, but I still stayed in Casus, and I only done that for first year. So
Time.
Aye, because you would have still grown after that point, like got
Aye.
taller, and your nose would have got different and that, so your nose would
my
have changed.
nose is like out the now, but my nose, if you look at photos, it kind of folks some noses like go in almost a wee bit. None of us have it. None of us have that
we've all
nose.
got
I'm
fun
talking.
nose. No, I don't
Wait, it's a wee
talk
bit flat. It's like
We've all got mad
it's like
noses
the
in
bridge
here.
Aye.
bit's
We've
like
got super
the
beaks.
bridge
This is
bit's
nose
like a
guy.
wee bit. Do you ken folk that'll go that with the bridge is a wee bit flatter? It's not fucking like
Like Dan Bryer.
Aye, where it does
Aye,
that.
a wee bit like that
Aye.
kind of thing.
Nicholas
aye.
Jackson, like a dinosaur.
So no, I don't regret it. Fuck it, man. I mean, now you can tell your wains. By the way, probably don't go down a hill in a bin.
Aye.
Like you can do things, but like maybe don't do that.
Or at least get down a weird hill. That hill's huge.
Or a hill without a pole.
Aye.
Because if the hill doesn't have a pole, then you
crazy.
don't smash into the
I'll
pole.
put a mattress on the pole or something like something. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But I mean, I don't know where to get a mattress when you're 11.
No.
Nick it for your.
Anyway, how did we
Moses.
go into that? Well, we'll talk about it. Aye. So.
Aye. So, but I feel better now. And
Wait, you haven't broke any bones,
no,
none of
no,
yous?
no.
I've got plenty of weird scars and that, but no, I've never broken anything. Just my
I actually think it could be part luck that a wee bit as well, because you think about when you're free and all the shit you do. Like,
Aye.
when me and you were at that beach the other day, you could have fell out that fucking gap and broke your arm quite fucking easily.
I've done another shit like that, but never.
And I also think I know it is being a wee bit like, I don't know if any of you have been doing a hill in a wheelie bin, but like the chances of you probably breaking a bone go up significantly if you get doing a hill in a wheelie bin.
Aye.
Like I think that puts it up like a decent like couple of percent, but aye, fuck knows. So I'm jealous because you can say you have been, but then I don't know.
But then when if we ever break a bone, it's going to be incredibly terrifying.
We're hitting Veronica's untouched. That's
Yeah.
what we are, man.
I use on man, and I'm kind of like somebody that's got like hundreds of tattoos, but it's just like
Do you
two
know,
broken bones.
I've got a side that's it's not a broken bone, but I did dislocate my thumb. Which is
No,
not.
fuck, I did that as well. Actually, I can still dislocate it. I fell on it once.
See,
but
I'm
I don't
almost
count
counting that as like broken because it's like
I'll
it's
just
not
be
a
out
halfway
Out of
house.
place, I can like.
Yous have
pop
like
it.
yous have like fucked with a condom on or
so-
dry sex. Yous are like those religious folk. Yous are like those religious folk that just do anal because they don't count it because God doesn't count. You know those folk, the
Dude.
Mormons and that. do that?
I just the arse
That's what
play.
yous are like.
But I do you know what it was? Arse play.
Keep it in the ass. God won't see.
What happened but was when I worked in McDee's, and it's weird because it was like a momentary hanging. It was just there, but it did, like it popped back into place. Like it was so weird. I was opening a bag of Selects. I think I've told you this before. And the bag of Selects used to be like a big heavy duty blue plastic
Aye.
bag, but the plastic was pure thick. And normally what I would do, like, we obviously had a tool to open them, but I was like, nah, I'll just fucking do it with my hands and just push my finger through sheer force. And there was one time I was patting with the force and then my thumb just went, and then it just went all the way back here and then just slipped back in when I pulled it back. And it was obviously like all bruised and fucked. I went and told somebody I've just like actually dislocated my thumb. They're like, it looks fine. On you go. And I kept working after it.
They cut some double back, Jeremy.
Yeah,
What you did?
aye. So I obviously had to go back and cook chicken. I made sure to use the tool after that, but crazy.
Because nobody's looking for
Because
that,
they were
man.
so heavy duty plastic, but normally you could just like, and your thumb would just break through, but it broke my thumb instead of my thumb breaking through the
That's
plastic.
fucked, man.
Plastic 1
The
nil.
funny thing is that they probably provided that tool and it was probably in like the fucking manual or something because some cunt probably done
Aye,
that
probably,
before.
aye,
They went, we
aye.
should have something to open these. This is dangerous.
It was so weird, but because it just came out and it was back here and then it just fucking back in. I was like, what the fuck? And it was so sore, obviously. It was weird. But aye, anyway.
Speaking of breaking things, Jay, who's your philosopher of the week?
Damn. So
don't
I'm
even-
a fucking lout and just didn't really like, I don't know, like the same way as we've no recorded video for this, I've just decided to half-ass my fucking efforts because I'm a whatever. But anyway, I thought this was good. Bradley brought this up and I thought I could do it just to like cross this off the list, and it meant that maybe if I can't talk, Bradley will just fucking pick me up like McKev did with me last week, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, with Slavoj Zizek. But so it's time to talk about the Stoics, baby. We are going to the Emperor's house. Let me hear you say woo. So I obviously, like, we've spoke about South American women, Chinese folk. I've been dirting about European, and now we're going all the way back and we're doing them Stoics. So
Yeah.
Meditations was one of the first books I read when I decided, right, I need to actually start reading books and stop being like.
I don't know. I tell you when I was like 18, I was like, I'm a guy that reads. I need to read something because I'm like fucked. And that was like the one that I read, and fuck me, man. See, but it is in my head. I've kind of fell out. Well, I got obsessed with like Stoicism and that. Aye.
But I feel like a lot of guys sometimes get through a wee bit of the. But it's just I kind of started like resenting that a wee bit just for that kind of like. Sometimes it stands for stuff I'm a wee bit like it's starting to get into that almost like incelly Andrew Tate kind of like
men.
Aye. I see a lot of folk and I'm like, fuck man, they toxic men love my fucking Stoicism,
like,
man. So
what do you may call it? Like, see how like fucking cunts read the Quran and interpret it? It means bomb every day. Like then it's like that kind of thing. Like they just take what suits them and then like hang on. So then it kind of fucks with the rest of it. Like then you don't want to associate at all.
So
annoying.
Aye. So if I don't even know how to describe Stoicism in a nutshell, but it is kind of about being this like kind of straight guy, like stand-up citizen guy that can kind of hold his emotions in check and hold the world in like the palm of his hand, like fucking whatever that guy's called.
Dr. Octavius.
Aye, Dr. Octavius. We'll go for that.
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Anyway, so Marcus Aurelius. See the thing is, but see, even though I've read Meditations, I actually don't know that much about Marcus Aurelius.
I can't really remember.
I know that he was the Emperor of Rome, and I ken it was in like 100 AD or whatever, 100 and something ADs when he was kicking about. So, and I do know that when he wrote Meditations, it wasn't actually meant to be published. It was more just like kind of like his diary,
like
and he's
journal
talking
for
about stuff
himself,
like because there's a lot of stuff in it, kind of like Art of War, where it's like folk will interpret it like he's talking about like fucking how you need to do this with your air man, you need to feel this with your emotions, and then now we've had to try and change it so that it can suit up. Because obviously he wrote that when they're fucking running about togas and fucking doing that thing with the fucking ladders that we were talking about that I featured in the Roman video.
The honour thing.
And so like we've had to try and change it into modern day stuff, and obviously it's like, well, we're not out here fucking fighting lions, tigers and bears in the Colosseum, so right, let me see if I can spit bars a wee bit about what I was actually doing. Right, he was all about Stoicism and he wanted duty, virtue and inner peace. That's what it's all about, like that kind of like, I'm a guy, man, I'm just, do you know what I mean? It's why I think it is a wee bit toxic masculinity, but I don't know, some of it's kind of fucking interesting, but it is like, he's the emperor and he's writing like, oh, I need to remind myself to like stay humble and be kind and stuff like that, and all that's quite good, because like there's bits in it where I'm pretty sure at the time he was writing it, he's like, fucking Hermes are going out there and getting fucking slaughtered and fighting, and he's under this stress to be like the fucking guy that's. I mean, I suppose that's a thing I know. Kind of need to let him off the leash about the fact that he was trying to fucking be the emperor of Rome. Like,
kind of mad.
That can't be fucking easy, man. Like, hell no. Right, here's core themes for him. You ready? See if you like these. You tell me if you like them, because I ken you like things
Right,
like
let me
this.
see.
Right, impermanence and morality.
Cool.
Duty and the
That's
common good.
The Stoic calendar, the folk will remind themselves how long they've got left. Stuff like that. Like they'll go, I will die one day, so you need to remind yourself that you are moral. Sorry, when you go.
Fuck, here you go. Duty and the common good. I can get doing with duty and the common good.
Fair enough.
Control what you can.
Fair enough.
And reason as a guide.
The thing is, I think with Stoicism and Marcus Aurelius and that, like, if you mean it well for yourself, it does mean well. Like the whole thing, like it's not actually about like having no emotions, about being able to control the emotions. But I think a lot of folk will be like, you're a fucking guy, you can't do these things. It's like focusing on why and how you can stop that. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
so
mean?
that's what I think has happened a lot in the age of white guys with podcasts, which is what I'm doing now, which is kind of funny. But like you see them talking about stoicism and that, and you're like, they've defo probably just seen a few quotes and that, and they're on here trying to like.
The Watch Daily Stoic on TikTok.
Aye.
They'll have 4 quotes in their head and they'll go, that's enough for me to know love anything ever again.
I think it is something I would like to return to, because I think it has started to tinge itself with a bit of fucking manosphere shit with me. And I do remember reading that meditation. I'm like, fuck man, this guy's spitting bars at me. I need to read some of this.
That is good.
I mentioned to you earlier on that there was something about having baths twice a day or something. There's definitely something about bathing because it gives you time to like
be mindful.
Be a bit mindful, and you're kind of there,
Reflection.
and it's a bath can hit fucking different.
Oh,
See, like
bath
a
is
thirsty
The old samurai used to find like the hot springs, and then they would like have the little moment. That was their little moment of peace.
See, I feel like you can kind of get down with that a wee bit, man. Especially if you didn't have your phone on, you going ping, 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 ping. You're just sitting there in the hot springs, man.
The SBCs back then.
No.
Sitting on the
He
FIFA.
wasn't sitting on that fucking FIFA, man.
I think like see recently I've noticed I've been putting music on when I wake up and all that kind of stuff, and it's been quite good. So I'm not on my phone, but I'm still being stimulated in some way. But recently I've been trying to go for like a shower without anything, so it's just like the noise in the shower, and that's kind of
My heat gets quite loud in the moments. If I've not got a YouTube video and I'm in the fucking shower and I'm the world is a little heavy today.
Marcus Aurelius was fucking groomed to become emperor, but when he was younger he purposely wore rough clothes because he wanted to be more like a philosopher than an emperor.
Aye, some of the stuff he fucking his stuff is mental.
Also, another thing that's kind of interesting about him is he was all about like guys controlling their emotions and whatever, but he still allowed them to do like the gladiator games, and that, which is like the biggest fucking like dick swinging thing of all time. And I'll need to do some research. I'm just saying there's some sources out there. I'm no one of them. Trust us. You need to do some of your own reading. So will I. Is that his son was actually what folk call the worst emperor of all time for Rome. And it's like, if he was so good at like...
Aye, how could he not impart that on his son?
So at the end of the day, I think it makes you realise he is just a guy.
Aye.
But when you read that meditation, you're like, it's almost as if you're speaking to like a god, like gods come down or something, or they guys for fucking Alien Prometheus have come down and say, no, like listen, this is the kind of shit you need to do, man. So, and it's see, cause it's him telling you these things, you're like, his life is fucking mental, man.
It would be mental. There's a YouTube video that I don't know if I watched it or if it keeps coming up, and I maybe watched it years ago, and it's like Marcus Aurelius, the man who solved the universe, or something like that. It's like this big fucking cave monster in front of a guy with like a torch, like in a cave, and but the irony of that would be that he'd like folks see Marcus Aurelius as like the greatest man of all time, the most strong, fucking the perfect moral compass, whatever, and then he couldn't be a good dad. Like that would be the irony of that would make him the most human. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's what I really like about him, is that like he was the fucking emperor of Rome, but in the text he's talking about things about like obviously the things about baths and like, oh, if you're feeling this emotion, do this, remember look after this emotion, if you're feeling anger, and it's like you don't get that now if you folk that run the world. They just you can kind of see if you folk, to be honest, like Donald Trump and that anyway. You probably don't need to read his fucking
His fake tan would wash off running 2 baths a day.
But you know what I mean? Like I guess it is an important thing for somebody that's seen as, because emperors of Rome are like as guy as you can get, but then him being a bit vulnerable, and that's what I feel like a lot of folk miss. Is that
the vulnerability.
They just think he's fucking like this hardened person, and he's kind of he's actually quite emotionally intelligent or whatever.
It's like he's like,
you need to fucking be a brick wall and don't let.
like I think that's that separates like men from man or whatever. It's like the group of men would maybe see their emotions or have like a kind of incline not to talk about it or be this strengthening, but an actual like a man, an actual man is somebody that can look inward and recognise that they're no strong sometimes, that they're no perfect.
And I guess if we're here talking about Stoics, before I finish, I'll quickly shout out fucking Seneca and Epictetus, who I think, well, I see, this is me fucking showing that I don't care anything about philosophy, and I just picked this because I think I'm smart. But I'm sure Epictetus and Seneca were all about like control what you can versus what you can't control, kind of the same things as Marcus Aurelius, and then all about like morality and time and what wealth means and shit like that.
Was it Seneca that stayed in the streets and all that? Like he lived with the poor and that, even though he came from a pure rich family and shit. It might not be him, but
no,
there definitely
well,
was one of
Marcus.
them.
Marcus Aurelius wore all the rough clays, so you might be. You
But
might be thinking.
I'm
about
sure
him.
there's one like there's an actual, like he was an actual
No, I think.
like, emperor or something like that, but he hung about with all the Puritans.
Seneca was an advisor to one of the emperors, I'm sure. And Epictetus, I'm sure, was I don't know. Fuck knows. I'm sure. No, Epictetus was like a slave or something, and then he ended up becoming like this big fucking philosophical philosopher guy. I don't know who you're talking about. It's no scratch my head straight away. I don't know.
I
Anyway.
can't remember. There's that many of them, honestly.
Aye. So I basically just done this because I'm a fucking dirtbag and couldn't think anything else. And I had to take what I had to eventually, like that had to be out of the 10 philosophers. I had to eventually get all that kind of and they kind of areas. But
He's a most like cliche. Like if you think about it, stereotype.
the thing is, but you would think we're on episode 4 now. I probably at some point do need to go to ancient Greece as well. Like I mean, take it way back, man, to they're actually running about with their hairs hanging out, man. Like kind of like Plato and that kind of Socrates, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm going to pass it on to McF but I promise you guys, next week I'm going to bring the fucking heat, man. I'm going to bring the heat. Because I liked it when I was talking about that Asian guy and I slightly brought some heat, but then see, this philosopher of the week's one of the things, hairbrained,
You need to do that work.
He done a couple of fucking modules, aye, because it's mere work than just come up and saying my joke of the week's a bottle of Oasis.
Aye.
No,
It's
you
not.
guys are like,
No offence taken. It's
Trying to
fair.
make tatties.
aye.
Because I don't need to work to talk about the Obus stick. Know what I mean?
Aye, right, McF. Wu-Tang coming at you, killer bees.
So we've got a big one this week. We've got a big one. He is actually physically massive. I think he's like 6'3" or 6'4" or something, man. Imagine he's hooping. He should be throwing some b-balls, man. But he is Method Man. Method Man
only
is,
one I can, I think.
Method Man is probably the most famous one because he's like in movies and shit.
He's
like
in Scary
movies
Movie.
and that.
How high?
He's like, well, he was like the main guy in How High. Him and Redman. Like if you've never seen How High,
Is Redman Wu-Tang as well?
no,
but he's like a-
but he is.
He's another
He's a
rapper.
close association with Method Man because they had Method Man had like. So he was he was like tipped to be like the best Wu-Tang like solo member, but he was the only guy that got like a solo record on the Enter the Wu-Tang, the first album, like, and it's called Method Man.
Right.
He was the only guy, so he was like tipped to be like the next fucking Matt. He was meant to be like the best rapper, but then his head just got turned, man. He was like a pure personality, so he was like, I'm just going to do TV instead. Like he was in like The Wire, and he was in Oz. He was in the fucking Fairly Odd Parents once. He voiced in the Fairly Odd Parents.
He's in the Scary Movies, I think.
He's in Scary Movie. Well, all the Wu-Tang are in the Scary Movie 3.
Oh,
Because
right,
it's
aye.
like them against like Flip Mode or some shit.
He's
man,
definitely in a few things.
but,
isn't
aye,
he? In a few things.
he's I guess like a pure character, but he did have like good like solo records. So he had the Tikal series, which was really good, and he had the Blackout series, which was a collab album with Redman.
Oh, aye, I chose for that one.
Cool.
The Blackouts are unreal. He actually gets cooked with Redman. Redman is one of the most insane fucking rappers of all time, man. Have you ever seen his MTV Cribs? Where he goes in it and he's in like the ghetto. You know how like MTV Cribs is like
Aye, it's usually
Flashy
nice,
cash,
big
man.
Aye.
goes
Flashy
in, he's like,
hoochies
aye,
mansion."
this is like my porn DVD collection. This is my cousin. He's just like this guy in a sleeping bag on the floor and all that. And then he's like, aye, this is where I keep all my money, and it's like in like a box up on the top of the fridge and all that. It's amazing, man. Redman is an absolute choke. If I
That's-
wasn't
he
doing
says that
Wu-Tang
choke.
members, Redman would be a choke. But aye, so Method Man's cool, man. Like he got his name from a film. Well, they all get their name for the kung fu movies.
Conference.
There's a Hong Kong movie called Young Fearless Warrior. It was called Method Man at first, so he just took his name for that straight away.
Class.
But his like style, he's like pure confrontational. Like I think he was like a battle rapper, and he's like really like aggressive, and he's like the way like he raps, man. It's like he's like wanting to fight you, and it's like class, man. He's got such good like rhymes and shit. I really like Method Man.
I was actually going to say out of all the Wu-Tang folk, even though I'm not like a fucking philosopher in rap, but see the way he raps, it actually, when I do think about it, it's actually quite unique because he's quite like braggadocious and quite like sure himself, whereas the rest of them are a wee bit, maybe some of them are a wee bit more
kinda
lyrical
nerdy.
or
He's like the
nerdy.
least nerdy of them all.
Aye.
he's like, I think he was like an athlete and all that when he was in school, man. Like he's like
Had a six pack his
he's like
entire
a
life.
jock and all that.
he's a
Like
bit
50 Cent
jock,
type.
yeah.
He's been
like,
built forever.
he's definitely the jock of the group, man. He was the guy that probably gave him like a wee bit of kind of street cred at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But he is like, he's got so many like insane verses. So the big thing with Method Man is he was the only guy that got featured on the Notorious B.I.G.'s first album, Ready to Die. He was the only rapper that the Biggie Smalls thought was good enough to be on his record, which is
high praise.
which is insane. And his verse is fucking insane on that as well, because he didn't even like Jay-Z wanted to be on the album, didn't get on. Like Nas and all that wanted to be on the Biggie Smalls album, didn't get on. It was like, nah, I want Method Man. And it's like, that's fucking cracked. But Method Man does this cool thing where he like says a rhyme, but then he does like this mad sniff. Because I think he's like just constantly fucking smoking a joint. He goes, he does like this, and see if you listen to it. See if you listen to Triumph. It's like, it's dedicated to those burn, and he does like a sniff. See, once you pick up, you're like, fuck, man.
Can you unhear it?
This man's nose is blocked, man.
My guy needs some Albus, man.
Give him some of these sticks.
Sure, he can afford one probably by the company.
The he's in some fucked films. I was just looking there because I couldn't remember off the top of my head. He's in that Garden State or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The thing that
He's in Belly and all that.
Zach fucking
Zach
Braff
Braff, aye.
He's in
That's a funky film,
Parson,
man,
I
it's
think,
good.
where Adam Driver's a poet, but he's also like a bus driver, I think, but he wants to do poetry. You know, have you seen Patterson? Paterson's
I've
good,
not
man.
seen
It's
it.
worth watching. Then
Add it to the
Belly.
list.
He's in Belly.
Aye, and then he's in
The
like, these
DMX
scary
and all that.
movies and that, but he's in something. I'm not looking, he's in. Oh, he's in fucking Copland, I watched with like Robert De Niro,
Aye.
Sylvester Stallone, and that, and that's fucked, man.
His best role is definitely The Wire. If you've, I mean, if
Aye,
you've
I've
watched
not watched
The
The
Wire,
Wire.
so his,
No, but I
his,
do need to.
his character Cheese, so he gets called Cheese, is one of the scariest guys on the whole thing because he is massive and he is a fucking.
Getting my mum
He's a
likes
mad
The Wire.
gangster. The Wire's unreal, man.
One
Like,
of
she
Philip's
be watching
cheese.
that long and tanned fuck out it in like a week,
How many
man.
is it? 9 seasons or something like that?
Just 5.
I was going to say 6, but I was wrong.
5 because it's.
On
it's
which streaming platform can I find this?
You've
it was an HBO thing.
Aye, so Sky.
HBO
got-
Cook.
I
I've
got
read it. Sopranos was HBO. wasn't it?
Aye. Oz. He was in Oz as well. Like he plays one of the main guys in Oz. Well, not one of the main guys, but one of the common ones. But he's fucking. Because The Wire's fucking phenomenal. That's my favourite
Folks say it's
TV.
one of the best ever, didn't they?
Aye. The 4th season's the best season of TV I've ever seen.
It's got hanging in it for Game of Thrones. Baelish.
Aidan Gillen.
He's like the main guy in the
Aye.
3rd season now.
Oh, is he?
Because the 3rd
Idris
season's all about
Elba was that
politics
Wire,
and that.
wasn't it?
Idris Elba,
Aye.
that's
I
what he
think
got.
Michael B. Jordan started in the
And
Wire
then the guy
too.
that plays
He's
like...
when he was younger.
he's awful young and
He's a wee guy, yeah.
braid cornrows or whatever.
Aye.
There's quite a lot of guys made a career at that. But the cool thing about The Wire is they just got like locals to come in and like play like the parts. Like they actually got like
That's so
Um,
class, man.
thing with the plays like see the woman that like kills all the guys, she was actually like a fucking executioner in a gang and all that. Like she was like playing herself and she is like fucking wild, man.
Oof, man.
But
But so what's the Wire actually? Is it the police or something like that?
So it's about the police department in Baltimore, but
Aye.
each season's got like a different theme. So the first season is
Drugs
about
and
the drugs within the black community. Second season is actually about the port and the drugs within like the white community and how it affects the black community and all that.
What's Peter Baelish?
Third season is
He's
about
third season.
third season about politics and politicians and how drugs fund the
Corrupt them.
politics within
Is he?
the
Right.
Is he like the mayor or no?
He's running for mayor, than he.
Oh,
but
aye.
see, but it's all political about how he's a white guy and he can't run for mayor in Baltimore because it's like a black city.
Aye.
Then the
Aye,
fourth
okay.
season is about how the drugs affect the school system,
Fuck.
which
That sounds
honestly
mental.
will get you, man. Like emotions are
And
insane in
is it
that.
quite real? Like real
Oh,
to the
aye,
text?
aye,
That's the
aye,
thing.
aye,
Aye,
aye.
that's the thing. It's all
It's
all
like
real.
like what if you were to define gritty?
Aye.
It's just like aye.
The like it
Joke.
actually inspired like change within Baltimore to like improve like the social issues and the politics and that because it was so like this is actually what's happening. The guy that
Man,
wrote
I'm
it,
gonna
whose
have to
name's
get on
escaped
that.
me, He was a
That's a
journalist.
good one,
Like
man.
he was a journalist before he wrote the series, so he covered everything.
I'll give a goog for you.
The fifth season's about how journalism. The fifth season's the weakest one for definite, but it's still good to watch.
I'll need to go on that, man. Me and
It's so
Lauren's
good,
just
man.
about finished. We've got 3 episodes left of Game of Thrones, so
It's-
maybe
I
we'll
think
Aye,
it's
the
quite
guy's
hard
name's
to.
David
It's
Simon.
David Simon. It's quite hard to get into at first because it's so real that it's like this is actually quite boring, and the accents are insane. Like I don't know if you've heard a Baltimore accent.
I'm
man,
not
the
sure.
it's like that. You can't understand the fucking word they're saying. It's so good, man. I would watch it with subtitles. I'm not even joking.
Really?
Aye, it's as bad. It's as bad as like watching a fucking film in French or something, man.
Scottish folk speaking, man.
Pretty much.
Aye.
Pretty much. Like listening to the mountain people, man. Do you know what I mean?
What's also
That's
interesting
class,
about
man.
it is when it was on it, like, cause it's one of these TV shows that, like, I think at the time folk weren't like, oh, this is like the best thing ever. I think, but with
That
the
was like a
Sopranos,
cult-
folk probably
it was
would.
a
But
cult
aye,
thing.
it's new gained fucking thingy like after the fact. Aye.
Was it 04? The Wire was on about.
Like 02, maybe 03.
02.
It was mad
Aye.
early.
Then,
Aye, Method Man's in it, and he is fucking wild. He is scary in it, man. I think he's a scary guy. Like
Look
if
at
he was
us,
to
man, we
walk in here,
started-
you'd be like, fuck, man.
we
Method
started
Man.
talking about Method Man, then we were talking about fucking politics and
Aye,
board, man. That's joke.
Honestly, you should watch it, man.
It's been on my
it's
list for
insane.
years, so I
You
will,
should really
I will
watch
go
it.
into it.
It's worth it, man. It's definitely worth it. But
What's
yeah.
there's another one, like The Wire. It's not called The Wire, it's called something else, but I can't.
Don't know, mate.
There's The Shield. It's kind of similar. I think.
No, it's like a kind of it's in that bracket, like Breaking Bad, Sopranos, Wire, like what is the other one, the big one, man? No, like
Don't know,
I
mate.
can't remember what it's called. I'll need to look it up.
Aye, so some some tunes to recommend for some
Aye,
Method
aye,
Man
aye.
verses. There's the Wu-Tang, so he's got a good verse in The Projects, which is a song by the Wu-Tang, the whole clan. He's got a guest verse on Shadowboxing with Jizza, and he's got his guest verse with Biggie, and then he has a verse on Shame on a N-word. I can't say the title.
Alright.
Which is on the original record as well. And check out Method Man. Was it METHOD, man? MET.
I see, that's why I
man.
like him, man.
I got maybe
The
that.
voice
Aye,
and
it's so good. He's got a great voice. He's got a proper like aggressive, raspy voice, man. He's so good. But yeah, talk of the week, Method Man, beautiful man.
I think you should mention I know what your brother text you about
My-
the podcast.
What? But the
Just because when Oyas were doing our jokes of the week there, I was just thinking about if your brother listens to this, which he definitely will. I was thinking about his text.
what one the
It's
one.
like the one about I fucking love you listening to you shaved apes talk about, like, and it was like 2 things.
Aye, it was talking about wine and social history. Aye, he is trolling, man.
I think, but aye, because what I'm keen to stress is we are white guys, but we're not in here like I know that Oyas don't really ken what we're talking about sometimes, but we don't pretend to ken what we're talking about all the time. And the funny thing is, the things we do talk about that we choke for, you can tell we choke for them because it's like that's what we fucking do.
You get lost in the
We're not in
sauce.
here saying, I read 8 books about that fucking guy, about that author, and I'm telling you, this is where you need to live your life. And I'd be like, well, I didn't only read one book
Well,
by
no
him, I
fear
only
to
fucking.
be wrong. That's the
Aye,
big thing.
you
I
just
think.
come out here and fucking do it.
No, but he'll talk about baked tatties and
Aye.
cults.
Aye, I like that.
Fucking love big tatties.
Anyway,
Alaska.
shaved
Right.
apes.
Class, man.
Aye, shaved apes. We'll wrap there.
Shave your backs every day. Shave your backs.
This will be audio only. We'll try and cook for video next week.
Aye,
but
to see if we can.
aye, we'll see. We'll fucking. Aye, we'll see.
Aye, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. But aye, on behalf, well, I'll say adios, goodbye.
Au revoir.
Mm-hmm.
Arrivederci.
Okay, these.
Free Palestine.
Yo.